Very good evening, all presidents, JCI presidents, past presidents, senators, national officers, if they have any, and all fellow members and public, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. So today, I think this is a pretty small group that we're having. It's about 19 people here. I believe all of you are pretty interested in our SDA nomination. Today, let me share some information with you. Some of you might not be very clear about this award and might want to know more. I think you are more interested in the nomination part. So as I go through some of the information with you, if you have any questions, please feel free to put in the chat. Feel free to write in the chat. After the whole presentation, you can ask, or the MC will ask on your behalf. Okay, so just let me go through what I have. So everyone, just a short description. I'm Zack. I'm the Public Relations Commission Chair for this year SDA Award. Okay. Next, we're going on. The theme for our SDA Award this year is our Inspiring Impact. Okay. So just to share a bit with you all why we are having this is because we believe that behind every Sustainable Development Award nomination, there's an impact to the world. So we hope that this impact will make the world a better place for our future generations. And this impact will continue to inspire more people, to adopt and practice the 17 UN SDG goals. Okay, so let me just go on. So as you all know, there are many things that have been happening around the world over the past 10-20 years, even more than that. We have seen a lot of things happening. That is why United Nations have come aboard and come up with the 17 UN SDG goals for us to align our practices with, whether we are in a corporate world or whether we are an NGO, NPO, government agencies, schools. These are practices to make our place a more sustainable place. Okay, so we can see some of the goals. Just let me share some of the goals with you. We have life on land. We can see there are a lot of deforestation happening in the world. Closest to us is what we see, the forest fire that happened a couple of years back in Indonesia, which caused some haze in Malaysia and Singapore. Okay, next we go on to life below water. We have seen pollution at the beaches. Okay, polluted beaches. These are very commonly seen in Malaysia. We can see this on rivers, on beaches, and these are affecting the marine life. Okay, clean water. I believe in Malaysia, there are still some areas without clean water, that they might not have it very accessible in their housing. So things like that, we have to see how we can help. So the same thing in many other countries, there are also things happening like that. So the climate action, this is climate change. We have seen this very close to our heart. I believe this is happening pretty frequent, especially in Malaysia. I think last month there's a very bad flood in especially Johor area. That's where most of us stay. So I hope that everyone can take in some action to stop the climate from changing. Okay. We can see the ice caps are melting, and some of the reasons why this is happening is because of industrialization. Okay, and then poverty. Of course, UN SDG goal, the first goal is no poverty. Okay, and then we can see rural places. Next, we go on to unplanned urbanizations. So after all these environmental issues, a lot of countries are moving into urbanization. Okay, they're developing their countries, but a lot of time they missed out a very town planning. This is what we call township planning. So this will affect on the living conditions once you go for urbanizations. Okay, so peace, justice, this is another thing that they're looking at as well. Okay, and then affordable and clean energy, solar energy. This is what we are looking at. A lot of, especially in Malaysia, a lot of companies are starting to build solar power. Okay, Next, good health and well-being. This is on immunization, okay, like our COVID-19 immune injection, okay, and then of course they have a development goal to control it for the World Health Organization. So quality education, something like that, we need to give our next generation, the younger generations, a quality education, a good place for them to study, a conducive study environment. So things like that can be part of the SDA award. Next, gender equality. Of course, now we are talking about gender equality. There's no such thing as a man is bigger than a lady or anything like that. So everything is a very fair game in the community and in the society. Okay, so zero hunger, of course, we are looking also at food prices. So we have seen that food prices have gone up tremendously over the past 2 to 3 years, especially, which impact us quite a fair bit. I think the inflation was about more than 5%. Okay, so decent work and economic growth, child labor is of course a no-no. All of you that are in the corporate of MNCs are, a lot of MNCs are actually stopping labor and child labor. Okay. Okay. So basically for the UN SDG goals, like you can see from this table, this is what UN SDG wedding cake. For the environment. Environment is basic thing. Okay. So once we settle the environment, we move on to the society, okay, and then followed by the economy. So you have seen the various goals that is classified under the different level. So if we don't solve the problem in the environment, we will have issues in the society and economy. So we have to go step by step. So the most basic is the environment, followed by society and economy. Okay, so move on to the next slide. This is what we have here. So you have seen prices increasing. So if we don't stop, we don't align ourselves with the UN SDG goals, what we're going to have is that in 2023, they're expecting prices to increase that high. Okay, so next, so for this SDA, there are 5 main pillars for the UN SDG: people, prosperity, peace, partnership, and planet. Okay, so these are just some indicators on some research that they have done, that how we can unlock more jobs, okay, by aligning ourselves with the SDG, okay, how we can have more economy return, okay, financial returns by aligning with the SDG. Okay, so just let me share some of the past winners with you. The SDA award have started in 2017, okay. So we have, these are some of the past winners we have. So you can see from the first year, we have one best of the best, which is JCI Butterworth. Okay, we have Jeffrey Chia Foundation that have joined us before, some W Properties. We have projects from PKT, from Masing, from Microsoft. Okay, let's see, this is for 2018. 2018, these are some of the past winners we have as well, just for your reference. So all of them submitted for different goals. Of course, one project is only for one goal. Okay, so next we have, these are just some of the past award winners, just to share with all of you. Okay, so this is for 2020, and then 2021, and then 2022. Okay, from what you'll see, you might, if you really notice, you might see that there are some goals with no winners, and there are some goals with 2 winners. Might have 2 winners for some goals. So it all depends on the judges. It's not restricted to anything. It's not controlled by us. So all these things are going to go through the national board, the JCI national board. They will appoint the judges and they will go through 17 goals. Normally there will be 1 winner for each, and then out of these 17 winners, there will be 1 best of the best. Okay,